Hello, this is Alfaro, and this is muscles of the posterior thorax. We're going to start out with the serratus anterior. The origin is going to be ribs 8 or 9, and the insertion is going to be the anterior medial border of the scapula. The action is going to be scapular abduction against resistance. Here's how we're going to do our serratus anterior stretch. While standing, raise both arms straight above your head. For the right side, grasp your left wrist in your right hand. Next, lean left at the waist and hold for approximately 30 seconds. Repeat on the other side. For our serratus anterior exercise, we're going to do banded wall slides. You're going to place a small resistance band around your forearms, holding your hands shoulder width apart. You're going to flex the shoulders and elbows simultaneously, creating a 90-degree angle in front of you. Facing a wall, you're going to gently slide your arms up and slowly back down. Our next muscle is going to be the trapezius. The origin is going to be the occipital bone, the nuchal ligament, and the spinous processes of the C7 through the T12. And the insertion is going to be the lateral third of the clavicle, the acromion process, and the spine of the scapula. Actions for the upper trapezius are going to be bilaterally extending the neck. Unilaterally, it's going to be responsible for lateral neck flexion, rotating the head to the opposite side, elevating the scapula, and upwardly rotating the scapula. The middle traps adduct or stabilize the scapula, and the lower traps depress or upwardly rotate the scapula. Our stretch for the trapezius is going to be the ear to shoulder stretch. While standing, place your right hand palm out against the small of your back. Reach over your head with your right hand, fingers extended and parallel to the neck. Gently pull your head laterally, flexing the neck, touching your right ear to your right shoulder. Hold for 30 to 60 seconds, and switch sides. Our exercise for the trapezius is going to be shrugs. You're going to stand with a barbell, both hands pronated, arms shoulder width apart. You're going to elevate the shoulders in a controlled idle no fashion, and then return to that neutral position and repeat. Our next muscle is going to be the rhomboids. You have the rhomboid minor and the rhomboid major. The origins are going to be the C7 through the T1 the lower nuchal ligament, and then the spinous processes of the T1 through the T5. Your insertions are going to be the medial margin of the scapula at the root of the scapular spine, and the medial margin of the scapula between scapular spine and inferior angle. Our actions are going to be scapular adduction, elevation, and downward rotation for the rhomboid minor, and then scapular traction, elevation, and downward rotation as well for the rhomboid major. A rhomboid stretch, we're going to stand up and flex your shoulders to a 40-degree angle in front of you, clasping one hand over the other. Slightly flex at the trunk. Flex the neck forward and return to a neutral position. Rinse, repeat, and breathe. For our rhomboid exercise, we're going to do a prone lateral raise. In a prone position, assume a T-pose with your forehead resting on a mat. Horizontally abduct the shoulder, retract the scapulae, and hold at the peak. Return to a neutral position and repeat. Next is the levator scapulae. The origin is going to be the C1 through the C4. Your insertion is going to be the superior angle of the scapula. Our actions are going to be bilateral extension of the head and neck, and unilaterally it elevates and downwardly rotates the scapula, laterally flexes the head and neck, and rotates the head to the same side. Levator Scapulae Stretch. We're going to flex the right shoulder high and flex the elbow, attempting to place the hand above the right scapula. You're going to hold for 30 seconds and repeat on the other side. A Levator Scapulae exercise is going to be the dumbbell lateral raise. Just stand with a dumbbell in one or both hands. Abduct the shoulders 90 degrees to form a T-pose. Return to a neutral position and repeat. Our last muscle is going to be the Latissimus Dorsi. The origin is going to be the T6 to the T12, the last 3 to 4 ribs, the posterior iliac crest, and the thoracolumbar aponeurosis. The insertion is going to be the inner tubercle groove and the crest of the lesser tubercle of the humerus. Our action is going to be shoulder extension, adduction, and internal rotation, trunk extension, flexion, and lateral flexion. Latissimus Dorsi Stretch is going to be the child's pose. Beginning in a praying position on both knees, flex your shoulders above your head, hands shoulder width apart. Flex the trunk forward, placing your forehead on a mat. Attempt to place your glutes on your heels. Finally, our exercise with Latissimus Dorsi is going to be the pull-up. With a pronated grip, mount the bar and come to the complete dead hang. When steady, flex the elbows and adduct the shoulders and attempt to bring your chin above the bar, flexing the core for stability. Return to a dead hang.